right, welcome to our very first yoga practice of the Cozy Glow Challenge. So, there are going to be a yoga class every Wednesday. They'll be pre-recorded so that you can have access to them whenever you want. They'll be on the YouTube channel. I'll make sure to put the link so that you can go and check that out. This is not anything serious. I don't want you to get in your head of like, I'm not a yogi, I don't know how to do this. These are not going to be complicated. They're going to be 20, maybe 30 minutes max. I am in just comfy joggers and a comfy tank top, grabbed a clip, threw my hair up. That's all you need. This is just about taking a moment of your day to work through these Cozy Glow practices. So we're starting off strong. We're going to start with a grounding practice. We're going to start standing, and then we will eventually work our way down to the floor into a nice seated position. Now listen, if you want to play background music, you certainly can. I'm not going to put any music on the videos because I want you to really tap in. I want you to maybe sit with the uncomfortableness of the quiet, of the silence. I mean, your house may be noisy, you maybe have pets, kids, whatever it is. But I want you to be focused and present on yourself and on your body and taking care of yourself today. Because while this may not be specifically a self-care practice, it is definitely self-care. So we're going to stand in a nice position, feet at least hip distance apart, maybe a little bit wider, whatever feels comfortable. Take a moment, find some wiggles. Find a couple of shoulder rolls, just kind of get the nervous energy of the day off of you, and then find that nice standing position. I want your arms just to relax, let them hang heavy. Let your shoulders drop away from your ears. If you feel okay to do so, you're going to let your eyes close. And just where are we feeling that breath? Is it a pretty shallow breath that's just in our chest? Is it kind of a little bit deeper, like maybe mid-chest? Can we get it all the way down to our belly? As we breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. If that doesn't feel comfortable, you can certainly do in through the nose, out through the nose, in through the mouth, out through the mouth. What works for you today? That's what we're shooting for. That's what this whole 31 days is about, is finding what works for you and maybe getting back into these habits. I know that this is what I'm looking for, is to get back into my habit of moving my body in a gentle, in a slow, in a mindful way. You know, that I am really focusing on trying to turn down the noise, trying to turn down the have to constantly scroll, have to have constantly something on and in my ears. Sigh it out. Make some noise. Does that feel good? Have you had maybe a day and you need to make that little bit of noise? What can you release as you exhale? What can you let go of? This week, this first week is really a lot about letting go. We're coming into this fall season. The leaves are being let go from the trees. We're letting go of the warmth of summer, bringing in the cool of fall and winter. I want you to feel your feet grounding, whether you're on a mat, whether you're on a carpet, wherever you are. Making sure your surface is safe to move on. I forgot to mention that. What do you feel underneath your toes? Do you feel the balls of your feet? Do you feel the flat of your feet, your heels? I want you to feel yourself rooted and grounded into your mat. And if it helps, maybe that visualization of some roots starting to go from the bottoms of your feet into the ground, into that space here. So we're going through the floor, all the way to the earth, as far into the earth as those roots feel comfortable, so that you feel secure, so that you feel like you're not going to float away like some, out of control balloon here. We're going to use that grounding sense from the earth to kind of help hold us in this present moment. And then I want you to take a nice deep breath in. We're going to bring those arms up and overhead, like we're trying to do that nice big stretch in the morning, and start to reach those fingertips up toward the ceiling. Bring that stretch down the sides. I want you to keep those arms high and up overhead for just a few of these. Then as you feel ready, I want you to drop that elbow and really reach through that opposite hand. It doesn't really matter what side you start on in any of these practices, because we're going to go both sides. I promise. Good. Let's bring those arms again up and overhead, interlock those fingers, send those palms up toward the ceiling, find that nice big stretch. Now if these shoulders start to creep up toward the ears, that's okay. If you need to find that little side stretch again, you certainly can. Good. Back to the center. Release the fingertips nice and slow. Start to send those elbows wide. I want you to find that kind of goalpost, maybe cactus arms, and think about squeezing those elbows back behind you. I want your chest to open. I want you to feel it all the way across the front of the chest, the front of the shoulders, into the back. Who here is on their phone too much? Who here is on a computer, driving? Any number of things where we go inward. We want to go open out here. Good. Arms are going to come all the way down. Keeping that chest open, we're going to bring those hands either interlock back behind us or just squeezing those hands back behind like we're holding on to a beach ball, like we're holding on to something here. Good. Again, let that chest open. Let that heart open, because eventually that's what we're getting to. We're getting to that space where our heart center, that heart feels open to love. Good. Release the arms. Let's take a little swing here. Let's find that gentle little back and forth. Nice and slow, nice and easy. Good. Now I want you to step the feet just a little bit wide and start to move those hips. Again, circle it out. Which direction? Doesn't matter, because guess what? We're going in the other direction eventually. So find that movement. Feel a little awkward and feel a little bit silly. Maybe pretend that you're trying to be a little bit sexy. I don't know, sometimes that works. Maybe you want to feel like you're slow motion hula hooping. Love it. All right, we're going in that other direction. Nice and easy. Taking our time here. Good. One more or two nice big circles here. I'm going to make sure we get kind of even number of circles on each side. Love it. Good. Back to the center. And again, just take a moment. If you want to maybe open up that chest a little bit more. Good. Now I want you to step your feet as wide as you can. Kind of find a little sink here. And then a little back and forth, side to side. Good. Here we're just kind of opening up the hips, opening up those legs. Find that little back to the center. In that squat here, hands to the top of our legs, I want you to drop your shoulder towards the center. I'm going to start with my right shoulder. You start with what shoulder feels good. And then we're going to go to the other side, drop that opposite shoulder. Maybe think about pressing those knees open just a little bit. Loving it. Good. Coming back up nice and big. Let's find a couple of hip circles here. And then take a couple in that other direction. Good stuff. Loving that. Okay, nice and easy. Make those feet back towards the center. We're going to come down to seated. So again, however that works for you, bring your rear to the mat. If it helps, you can bring a block or a pillow underneath the hips if that feels better. We're going to send those legs wide. I want you to take a moment and circle the feet. As we're circling, I want you to feel your seat connect to the floor. Our feet did before, but now we're bringing that connection really to that root center. Switch that direction with the feet. That root chakra is at the base of the spine here. That's where our safety, our security, our grounding all come from, this space way at the bottom. Good. And then just a little point and flex with the toes. Can you sit up nice and tall? Can you let your shoulders relax? Eyes can close at any point during the practice if that feels relaxing to you. Good. We're going to bring that right leg in, keeping that left leg extended. And then just drop that chest a little towards the center here. Don't go too big. I want you to feel that stretch make its way down the back of the leg here. Keep sounding it out. Keep breathing here, finding whatever rhythm of your breath feels the most natural to you. Good. Now we're going to swap legs. Bring that left leg in, right leg out. Same thing. Just kind of gently bring that chest forward, start to feel that stretch down the back of the leg. I can tell that it's been too long since I've been consistent in my yoga practice because now I'm feeling tight. So that's part of the reason I wanted to do this is that I wanted to bring friends along with me as I try to get myself back into the good habits I know I want to try and get back into more of. Good. Back to the center. Let's bring the bottom of the feet together. Find some butterfly. So either heels towards you, you can scoot yourself towards your feet. If you've got them, yoga blocks or pillows can come under those legs if it feels like you want a little bonus support. Again, there is no right or wrong way. This is about the going quiet and going inside is stopping to tell ourselves what would feel good for me in this moment. Not what I think I should do, not what I've done before, not what Lisa's doing. What do I need in this practice? So maybe you need to add a little bit of movement. Maybe you need to bring your feet out a little bit more, go diamond shape instead of more butterfly. Maybe you want to add some circles. Maybe you're in a fidgety mood, and so you just want to kind of keep moving. Awesome. Keep moving. Finding what feels authentic and true to what you need. You're doing a wonderful job. I want you to take a moment as we just kind of sit here to thank yourself for taking care of you today. Thank yourself for setting aside the 20 minutes and then honoring 20 minutes for yourself today. Good. We're going to bring those feet out to the front. Bend the knees, kind of draw the heels back. Hands are going to come back behind us. Find some windshield wipers here. So I just want you to slowly send those legs side to side. This is going to be kind of like the gentle one. If you want to go a little bit more, obviously you can bring those legs all the way down. You don't have to. Again, just because that's what I was doing, you don't have to do. Just because there's an option I show you never means that that's the option that you need to take. Wonderful. Good. We're going to do a little seated figure 4 here. I'm going to show you the seated. If this doesn't feel comfortable, I'm going to show you the reclining one. So same thing, we're going to find that little bit of bend in the knee. You're going to bring that opposite ankle across the top of that leg. And then either here, you can scoot that heel towards you. You'll find a little deeper stretch. That's what it looks like from the front here. Just kind of cradling that front leg. Now, if seated doesn't feel good, you can scoot your back up against the wall. Or I want you to roll all the way down. Same thing, ankle crosses over that leg. You're just going to let gravity help you out a little bit to find what's going to feel good. So if you're seated and you find yourself kind of crouching forward, shoulders roll back, we're sitting up nice and tall, and that may mean that we're not bringing that leg as close. That's okay. Maybe you want to press the knee open just the littlest of bits. That might feel good today. It might not. We're going to stretch those legs out, find a little wiggle. We're going to the other side. So, opposite leg, bringing it across. Again, either kind of scooting that leg back. Again, shoulders relax, we're sitting up nice and tall, or you're going to lie on your back. Same thing, ankle across that opposite leg, hugging that towards our chest. We're going to feel that in the outside of the hip, so that might feel uncomfortable. Adjust as you need to. We're still breathing. We're still staying grounded. We're still staying present in all of this. You're doing a fantastic job. Again, just let yourself breathe. Find some space here. Good. All right, legs out to the front. Take a moment. Wiggle, shake. Find that little bit of jiggle here. It's all good. Wonderful. Find that seated spot. Legs crossed, legs extended, whatever feels appropriate. So I want you to take a moment. And again, we focused on it with our feet. We're going to focus on it with our seat now. So arms are just going to rest on top of the legs. Shoulders are down and relaxed. Eyes closed. want you to feel your rear end making contact with the floor, with the mat, wherever you're seated. And just let yourself breathe. Nice deep breath in. Nice deep breath out. And then we're going to slowly roll those shoulders up towards our ears. Let them slide down the back. Take your time. Good. Elongate that neck as you drop the shoulders. Now we're going to switch. Roll those shoulders forward. Good. Relaxing it down. Drop the chin to our chest. We're going to circle that head to the right. I like to think about using my nose to draw a nice big circle. Good. Next time that chin finds the chest, we're going to switch. Go toward the left. Taking our time. Love it, love it, love it. Good. Head back to the center, arms down to our side. Nice deep breath in. Reaching those arms up, we're going to take a twist to the right. So we're going to bring that right arm back behind us, left hand to the opposite leg, using that to kind of gently turn towards that opposite side. It doesn't have to be a big twist. I like to think of these twists of using like my midsection as a sponge. So as we twist, we're wringing out our spine, our belly, our chest, all that good stuff in there. Take those arms up. Let's go over to that other side. So left arm comes back behind us, right hand to that opposite knee. And you might have one side that the twist is like not as big. We'll just go with big for tonight. Good. Nice and easy. Let's walk it back to the center. We're going to close with just like a little bit of a mini Shavasana today, a little mini rest and relaxation. So if you feel comfortable staying seated, stay seated. If you feel better lying down, take a moment, pause the video if you need to. But as we come into this final moment here, let your eyes close. I want you to soften your forehead, unclench your jaw, drop the tongue from the roof of your mouth, relax through your shoulders. Are you sucking in your tummy? Relax it. Let it go nice and soft. And again, imagine those roots coming from you all the way into the earth, using it to stabilize you, to ground you, to give you that safety to do what you want to do what you need to do, to pursue that job, pursue that dream, pursue whatever it is you're going after this month. This is the month that things change for you. This is the month that you take yourself seriously, your love, your confidence, your self-care, your self-worth. Because you are safe to do so. Breathe in and out. I want you to think about maybe what you've journaled about what you're letting go for the month. What are you letting go of so that you can make space? Sometimes it's hard to think about letting go of stuff because we hold so tightly to maybe old ideas, old identities, old dreams. But when we do that, we can't make space for what we need to. Since this is the fall, and we're using the leaves analogy. If the trees don't let go of their leaves every fall, then there's not space for the new, more fresher, rejuvenated leaves to come through in the spring. So that's what we're letting go of now, so that we can start to bring in what we want as the months roll on. So we should just take a moment here, last couple of nice deep breaths in and out. If you're not already seated, make your way back to seated. I want you to take a moment, bring your hands together at your heart center. Let your thumbs touch your chest. Maybe let it feel that heartbeat just a little bit. I want you to feel that connection to yourself. One more nice deep breath in. Let it out. And thank you. Thank you for showing up today. Thank you for being a part of the Cozy Glow Challenge, for taking time for you, for trusting me to guide you through all of this. I'm so excited to see what the next coming days and weeks are going to bring you, me, all of us together. So again, I will drop a comment on the YouTube video or make a comment over on the Facebook post. Let me know what worked for you today, what didn't, what was coming up, maybe even what you want to see more of in the yoga classes, because these are just going to be as we go. I'll be filming the classes, so they're not all done yet. So let me know what you want to see. Drink a bunch of water, take some time to journal if it feels like that feels good about what's coming up. And I will see everybody in the Facebook group.